I took kids from my neighborhood, Pacoima, right?
Mm-hmm.
I took them from Pacoima to, and it was a big gang war, right? And I took them to Canoga Park. None of them had ever even been in Canoga Park. It's 15 miles away.
Right.
Because when you're from this neighborhood, that's
Your
world.
And
That's every neighborhood. I feel like
It
people
is,
are
but-
very sheltered in their
but-
bubble. Even in our very privileged neighborhood is very sheltered and in a bubble.
It is, but if you're going to put somebody in a bubble, if they're in a bubble that has no
Negative.
socioeconomic future,
Yeah.
they don't have two parents at home. There's violence when they look out the window and they're hearing
So
gunshots.
how do you
What is-
fix that? How
Or
do you-
they do have two
By-
parents
by
that are
doing-
working full time and 2 to 3 or 4 jobs even, so they're not at home.
Because it's so tragic to me. You
How
see
do
these-
how do they do that? By
That's-
by people like Danny who
That's one of the things. First of all, we start with schools. Secondly, we start with teachers. Thirdly, we start with class sizes. Class sizes are ridiculous. She's probably a great teacher, but with 32 kids, it's like, wait a minute. It's like, this is impossible. And so the smartest kids, it's like, you know, in a gang, the biggest bullies get the
but here was the big
smartest kids get.
But you don't have to be.
attention.
But you don't know who the smartest kid is because
They
the
tell
smartest
you-
kid doesn't have an opportunity to even show you that they're smart because the system is fucked up, and the system is fucked up because she worked for the LAUSD. So I had her. She went to public school at the beginning. The LAUSD in the valley here is a totally different experience than going to an LAUSD school in South Central or in Crenshaw. It's the same board of education. It's the same thing. But I think that I don't really understand the economics of it. But she had to go buy pencils. They didn't
it's
even have a fucking
funded by
pencil.
property tax. That's why. That's
Yeah.
why they get different funding.
So if you live in a neighborhood that doesn't have big
Yeah,
money, you
yeah.
don't get the same thing from the same board of education.
Yeah, but again, Howie, the cream always rises to the top. You know what? I wasn't a dumb kid. I just couldn't pay attention and sit still. My daughter, she's the one that actually told me, because I work like with kids with autism and stuff.
Right.
You know, and she's my daughter. Well, Dad, you got autism. No, I don't. What are you talking about? I said, why do you think we love being with you? You couldn't sit still for a minute. We'd be gone. ADD. ADD, is that?
There's
Yeah.
ADD or
But-
ADHD.
So I kind of like have learned how to use it, I guess. I don't know.
But from our generation, I'm from the same generation as you.
Okay.
There's a stigma. People didn't.
Nobody knew what it was. I was in a
And even if-
classroom. I was in a they started a class called Social Adjustment, and they put me in it. And there was me, Malcolm Armendariz, Gary Hale, and Mike Cerna. That was the 4 guys that started it, I think.
Not
And
the
then-
Super Jew.
And then no, Super Jew wasn't there yet.
Okay.
And actually, Super Jew was pretty smart. And by the end of the month, there was like 20 kids. And now I realize
What does that sound? Do you hear that?
I must have said something wrong.
Wait, is it me?
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's
I
me
take
again.
it.
That happens every. What is it?
Yeah,
I wish my phone would just ring every 2 hours. A crowd shows up on my phone. This is the 3rd fucking time today. Can somebody take my fucking phone away? And I don't know why a crowd shows up.
I love you, Howard.
They do.
You're a liar. You program that
No,
to get
I
a round
swear to
of
God.
applause
I
every
swear
2
to God.
hours.
I swear to God. Rich is right there. Rich, you were there the last time. I don't know how to turn it off. I don't know what it is.
Okay, see.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing God's work, my friend, because that is
No, but wait. But
helpful.
when I started working with kids with autism, I realized that everybody in my classroom was on the spectrum somewhere. Some not as much. Some, and if you look,
That's why it's a spectrum.
if you look at kids with problems in school, a lot of them are ADD. A lot of them. It's not just
We're all
dumb,
different.
you know.
No, nobody's dumb. Everybody has something to offer. Did you finish school?
Yeah, at San Quentin State Prison, graduated high school.
Did you graduate high school?
Yeah.
So you have a
He
diploma
didn't-
from?
he didn't
I don't
graduate
have.
high school.
I don't have a GED. I'll go to San Quentin. So you do get a diploma, GED from San Quentin? Do you get a paper? Is there a prom?
I'm not educated. He's not.
I'm not. I'm being honest.
Yeah, San Quentin, Tamal Bayview School. That's Tamal, because Tamal, California. But
Really? And you get a diploma? It doesn't say San
yeah,
Quentin on it?
no, it
That's
doesn't
cool.
say San Quentin.
What was the prom like?
I danced with the Queen.
Super Jew. Super Jew was the queen. When you go to school in San Quentin, in like that high school, what is it? Is it
It's
like
just like 5 or 6 guys in a room, and you're doing your room. Then mostly you're working in your cell. They'll send you back with homework and stuff.
But if you don't do your homework, like what do they? Do you have to stay in after?
No, you
Well,
just
I guess
don't.
you always have to stay in after school.
That was good.
Thank you. I've been talking to you for over an hour. That's the first thing you said was good. One out of an hour is not so bad.